extensive coverage.
8 to 12 inches of snow is expected to fall in the OKC metro.
Cities and states prepare to clear the roads.
We will be working 24 hours.
What you need to know to keep your home's pipes from bursting.
Open up those cabinets underneath. That's really important.
The health risks associated with the bitter cold. And are those social media stories about trees exploding in the cold really true?
Trees are not going to blow up. Rather, they'll snap, crackle, and pop.
From our nation's capital, this is the National Weather Desk.
Good morning and thank you for joining us at the National Weather Desk. I'm John Rogers. Days of preparation come to an end later today as that massive winter storm arrives in the southern plains. It's bringing heavy snow to the north and catastrophic ice down to the south. They'll be followed by bitter cold, folks, making the impacts of the storm last even longer. So here's what we know this morning, okay? The storm starts to develop later today over Oklahoma and North Texas, as you see here. Over the next 48 to 72 hours, it'll be moving east with at least 170 million people in the path. A foot of snow or more is expected on the northern side, especially in Oklahoma and the northeast. But folks, it's that crippling ice that's going to be the biggest challenge here. It could lead to days-long power outages for millions of people at a time when temperatures are plummeting. And that cold arrived in the northern plains this morning. In Wisconsin, it feels like 40 to 50 degrees below zero, folks. Can you imagine? Schools are closed in Chicago because it feels like 22 degrees below zero over there. In northern Minnesota, the actual temperature is dropping to 30 below with a wind chill near 50 below. And that cold air is not only helping to drive the winter storm, but it's going to keep the precipitation that falls frozen for days. Our team is spread out across the country covering this storm. Let's go check in with 3 of them right now, starting in Oklahoma City.
From the National Weather Desk, I'm Chloe Budamus in Oklahoma City, and we are just hours away from a major winter storm here in Oklahoma. Today is predicted to be the most dangerous day on the roads, with roads turning slick around 2 or 3 p.m. today. Snow moves in overnight, and you will wake up to a blanket of snow tomorrow morning, but then we do have dry conditions from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. The worst part of the storm will be Saturday night through Sunday morning. That is when we will see the heaviest snow, the strongest winds, and the most dangerous road conditions. North of Oklahoma City, we'll see the heaviest snow as well. Southeast, we'll see a little less, but in the city here, we're going to see about a foot of snow here.
Good morning, it's Johnny Maff here from the National Weather Desk. I'm in Nashville, where it is, as you can look at the flag here, the calm before the storm. We're not calling it a snowstorm, though. It's going to be called a winter storm, which Nashville's definitely not too used to, especially up and down Middle Tennessee, but we're all in a winter storm watch for some snow up north, especially near the Kentucky border, and then ice over here. Now, Nashville, the infrastructure and such, it certainly doesn't handle snow too well. Last year, 3 or so inches of snow had some schools out of school for 3 days. So this ice on top of that gets the tree limbs heavy, gets the power lines heavy.
I'm John Gonzalez in Washington. As a major winter storm targets this region of the country, crews are already getting ready this morning, ramping up preparations. D.C. is pre-treating with brine mix that includes beet juice designed to work in colder temperatures and help ice melt faster. More than 300 plow and salt trucks are ready to go, with similar full deployments underway in neighboring Maryland and Virginia. Officials urge drivers to prep their cars now, limit travel if possible, and give these snow crews here in the D.C. area plenty of room to clear the roadways. I'm John Gonzalez for the National Weather Desk.
Thanks, John. So now let's go see how people, cities, and states are preparing for this storm's arrival. We start with a look at efforts to keep the roads clear of snow and ice. Now we have 2 reports, beginning with Adele Uchida in Austin, Texas.
So here in Central Texas, yesterday, crews began pre-treating our roadways.
Texas Department of Transportation crews are on winter weather duty today, even as the sun was shining and the roads were dry. It's all to get ready for the rain and freezing precipitation in the forecast for the weekend, the kind of forecast that brings Austin to a standstill. Right now, it calls for rain as soon as Friday and turning icy as temperatures drop, but that rain isn't expected to wash the pre-treatment away.
The forecast begins with rain, heavy rain. Will the treatment get washed off the road, or how is it going to stick to the road, essentially?
When we put our saltwater solution down, it dries. If you've seen it on the roadway, it looks like pinstripes down the lane of the roadway. That clings to the roadway, so a decent amount of rain is not going to wash that away. We can always retreat if necessary, and we often do during these storms. But when the moisture hits that brine, that activates it.
But the department is treating the most heavily traveled roads in central Texas first. Still, they don't want you out there, even if you stick to busy treated roads and have four-wheel drive, because